Hello, this is Nicola from Harmony Head Wraps, here to do another tutorial for you. This one was requested on the Harmony Head Wraps community group on Facebook, on a photograph of a wrap that I posted the other day. It's similar to this, although this isn't quite as neat and tidy as the one I did before, which is just two wraps, but with just a glimpse of one of them coming through. The ones that I used before were this big softie and an all that glitters, and they both wrap really easily. But today I'm wearing a sari, so that's why this looks a bit messy. It's because I'm trying to wrap it with a 10-strip sari to show you, because this is the only chance this week that I've got to do the video. So I'm wearing, as always, my Serenity Shaper. If you haven't seen those, then do check them out on our website, or have a look at all the fab things people are saying about them on in our group. I think I have, you see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shapers. This is the 6th one that I bought, and yeah, I paid good money for this, even because Jenny made such a fantastic shaper. This is definitely the best one I've ever used. So it's not completely stuffed, but it is quite well stuffed. And I've got my hair in a bun with a really big scrunchie today, which has given me an extra bit of volume. So that's why I didn't need it completely stuffed today. So first of all, I'm starting with the big softie. Measure it for your head and whatnot as usual. You want to have one short side, not too short, but yeah, it's probably about right. One short side and one long side. And whichever side ends up with the long side, that's where you're going to have your flashes of colour coming through. And just tie it in a knot. That probably could have done with being a bit longer. Let's move it over a little bit. There we go. Okay, and then once you've got that tied on, you need to take your second scarf. Ideally, I would say not a sari scarf for this, because you want it to be laying nice and flat, really. But like I said, I hadn't come to work today planning on making a tutorial, so I didn't have the right scarves with me. So we're going to wrap this at an angle so that you just get flashes. So you want, again, one shorter side and one longer side. Long side to end up on the same side as your first long side. Tie it in a knot, or if you prefer not to, just fold it over, but I like to tie them. Make sure you've got, so I'm not going to bother flattening out all of this bit because that's going to be covered, but I want this front bit that is going to show to look reasonable. Okay, and then back to the first scarf. Now we've tied this one at an angle. We want this one to come just straight across so that we get that nice flash. And just bring it under all the layers. I'm just going to hang that there for a second. And then back to your second scarf. I don't need as much width with this one, so I'm just going to fold it a bit. And again, it doesn't matter too much about all of it being perfect, but the bits that are showing you want perfect. Now then, I'm going to bring this back. This is why saris aren't ideal for this, but bring that back round and just tuck the ends of that one away in the pocket, and then there's my short ends. Go back to this. This is going to come across one final time, and I imagine there will not be enough of it to do it on its own. Oh, hang on. Stray sari tail. No, so I'm going to just tuck in that short angled bit and bring that across. Go away. You might have to fight it all into submission a little bit. And then, hang on, I can't see. Oh dear, I haven't had enough caffeine. Which is saying something, because I think I've had 4 cups of coffee today. Maybe that's the problem. Right, I'm just going to hang on to that a minute. There we go. Right, I'm pinning it with my forearm while I just tidy away the ends, because the two... Oh, no, that's not going to work. Oh, come on, Nicola, pull yourself together. All right, let's tuck that end in under the last round of sari. Okay, that bit's sorted. Worry about that in a second. Bring this side up, and ideally what we want to do is cover the little bits of tail from the other side and as much of the sari as we can. I'm not going to cover it all. In fact, before I do that, I'm just going to tuck this side away as well, because I don't want any more faffing once I've got this up. And there we go, up. You can tell I'm not a professional video maker, can't you? Okay, and then tuck that anywhere you can find it. Super glue it if you have to. All right, and then we just adjust a little bit. So there, you've got just 2 flashes of the colour. What I wore was a petrol blue, all that glitters. So you can imagine that petrol blue or dark teal, I guess, if you're not used to seeing it described as petrol blue. So that was just really good flashes that came up there. So this isn't ideal, but it is actually quite easy. I've just made a bit of a hash of it, made it look more difficult than it is. So there you go. I hope that was helpful for somebody, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.